So we are live. Welcome to Scrum, everybody. So why don't we start with in the order in which people joined. Sugu, do you want to go? Give us your update.
Yeah, sure. Today was pretty busy. I was walking around. I didn't do too much coding. What I was planning to work on was the Met class. Yeah, we were actually to go through the process of doing a peer review. I don't know. I can't remember the date that we set that we would do that. I can't really remember that, but much of the day I did do too much coding. I was up and down. Yeah, so there's pretty. I didn't do too much today.
Sugu, would you be available tomorrow for that?
Tomorrow, yeah, at what time?
We could do it my time, which is kind of midday for you in the morning, or later.
Okay, yeah. Okay. We can talk about that later on, maybe on Slack.
Yeah, just let me know on Slack when you might be available, and we can
Alright.
set aside some time for that. I want to prepare for that a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. And then we can go over how I tend to review a PR.
All right.
That'd be great. Okay, good. Anything else to go?
Yeah, I was also planning to start on the other issue that I was to work on. After this pull request, I was to work on the email preview problems.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm to work on the email preview problems, probably as from tomorrow.
Okay, great. We can talk about
Yeah.
that too then.
Yeah, so there's nothing seriously blocking me right now, actually. Yeah, sure. Thanks.
All right, good to hear. Thanks, Sugu. Let's see. Who's next? Hi, Sage. You want to go since you're back from vacation?
Hi. Yeah, I'm almost back from vacation. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Right.
But I wanted to show up and start ramping back up. So yeah, I've been on vacation the last week, and now I'm just starting to process some of the things that came in while I was gone, and going through some of the pull requests. I just merged one from Arun, who's Agile Ventures guy, and there's one from Hinesh. Hi, Hinesh. That needs some tweaks, but should be like the start that he got on it should be fine to merge once it's cleaned up a little bit. And trying to go through some of the things that Sagel's been working on. So that's pretty much it.
All right, great. Thank you. Let's see, Hinesh. How about yourself?
Hey. So this weekend there's an Elixir project kicking off on Agile Ventures now. So they offered a course. So I've been doing that. Also going to do React next. I've done a PR for WikiEd. And also I've got contact with Lara as well. So I've got to review my navbar stuff. A few changes, I've submitted it again. So I'm just waiting for her to get back to me. And also I want to catch up with you after Scrum because there's 3 stories you can merge into one and just do it as one story.
With me, you said?
No, Met Plus, sorry.
Yeah, we can connect up. We can just stay on this after the Scrum and take a look at that.
Actually, also, Sage, while you're here, could it be possible to have an overview of WikiEdu, top-down overview?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Like a little bit later this week. You don't mean like right now, right?
Whenever you're free.
Yeah, I would like to do that. And this week would be a great time for it.
Okay.
Like
Perfect.
maybe on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect.
Cool. Well, I'll try to plan on doing that. There's a sort of a general overview of like the purpose of the project that's not very much technical focused that we recorded a few weeks ago, which you might find like useful in terms of an overview of what the project is about for users and for sort of its purpose in the world. But I want to do a more technically focused one.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I'll send you the link to the other one that got recorded for you.
Thanks.
Sage, why don't you put that link on the channel, the general channel, so the rest of us could see that too. That'd be useful. Okay, great. So we'll hook up after this, Hinesh. Hi, Sajal. How about yourself? Sajal, we can't hear you. Looks like you can hear me, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, no, perfect.
Okay, so um, I started digging more into React. Then I started working on this like new task of mine, which deals with Vega.js, the visualization language. So I was understanding like it's been used in WikiEd uh, for structural completeness, which is for articles, I guess. Okay, I'm getting like deep into it. So I was studying what's been done, and and now I'll be working on my task. Yeah,
Okay, you said you're working on RJS, visualization language, is that right?
Vega.js. Yeah,
Okay,
Vega.js.
Vega.js?
I'm so
Okay.
sorry if you can't hear me.
Oh, we can hear you. No, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the update. I'll have to take a look at that Vega.js. Let's see, for myself, so I've done a bunch of stuff on MetPlus since Friday and a little bit over the weekend. Viewed PRs, merged PRs, created a couple stories. On the Swedish Dog Industry Trade Association project, so-called SHF, I delivered a PR, which has been subsequently merged. And I've got another PR that went in that actually was just merged this afternoon, a little while ago. As far as today, I've been spending a lot of time working on SHS stuff. Ashley, who's one of the participants, has a problem with her PR. She's been trying to debug it, so I've been working on that. And that's probably consumed most of the time I've had today to work on stuff. I've also, I think last week on Thursday, I tried to work through a problem I'm having on WikiEd with the story I've got on the diff viewer. And I've got everything set up in Google Dev Tools, etc., including the React component stuff, and I cannot make it work for the life of me. So, Sage, maybe tomorrow, if you have time after the Scrum, we could spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes looking at that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm following everything I'm supposed to be doing. Sajal helped me as well, and look, from her point of view, I think she thought I was doing everything right also, but we still couldn't see some of the things we wanted to see. So anyway, that'll be great if we could do that. Thank you. I guess that's it for the Scrum then. So does anybody else have anything at this point?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I did notice there was another student who came through who's new to Agile Ventures and new to the Slack channels, etc. And he said he was very interested in what he saw on WikiEd. So I asked him, I told him about this Scrum. And he said he was going to try to attend it, but maybe tomorrow I'll be able to attend. So he seemed very interested in working on WikiEd.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Hope we can get some more reinforcements here. All right then. So I guess if there's nothing else, okay. So
Let's chat afterwards.
Yeah, right after the Scrum, right?
all right. Thanks everybody.
Thanks.
I guess Hinesh and I, we'll just hang out here, huh?
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So let me. I didn't get a chance to look at the PR yet. In fact, I've been focused on that SHF thing. It's been a little problem.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been playing
so-
more with Elixir. It's quite interesting. Quite like it actually.
looking at what? Elixir?
Yeah, there's a project kicking off on Agile Ventures.
Ah.
So it's quite good fun. It's not too bad.
Well, it's good. Yeah, we're getting more projects involving other technologies than just Ruby on Rails. Not that there's a problem with just Ruby on Rails, but
No, it's just better to get the experience, isn't it? Of all
it's just all back. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's all good experience of various types. So let me go back to, let me get set up here to look at your PR. Let's see, where's that? Where do I have that?
Because he left a comment saying, do we need all these tries? I'm just trying to understand what the try is and what it actually does.
Let me see. So which PR are we talking about, Hinesh?
480.
Number 40. Okay. Waffle issue 249.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So let me go back. So we got a bunch of Hound CI business, huh?
Also, these lines too long. Is there a way to ignore these?
Let's see. Is that what most of these are? Or the ones that you haven't? Okay. Now, let's see.
Because sometimes in Haml, it does tend to be long, depending on the link twos and all that.
Yeah, so what the default for Hound was at 80 characters, 81 characters, it started complaining about line too long.
Yeah.
So I changed that to 90 characters, so at least we get that. Beyond that, there should be a way to shorten it if you can. But, you know, the fact is that if you can't, don't worry about it. Line too long is something we just let slip. We don't enforce it. We don't require code changes to make Hound happy for that.
Yeah.
Other stuff we generally do, depending upon what Hound's complaining about. So I'm looking at something about you need all these tries. Footer. Let's see that. Maybe we should share the screen, huh?
Yeah.
How do we do that? I'll share my screen.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what the tries do, really. Because this is code I haven't added. It's there before.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
I've just
So,
changed the bits on it.
Yeah. But you got tagged as the guilty party, huh?
Ah, yeah. Guess so.
Layouts footer tries. Okay. And so all right. Yeah, what try does, if I can remember, is it basically says, first of all, it checks whether the receiver of the message is nil. If it's nil, it just returns nil. It doesn't try to execute a method on a nil object. Otherwise, you'll get an exception raised.
Okay.
And if it's not nil, then it tries to execute this method on that. It goes ahead and execute this method against this receiver. That's all it's doing. And then it chains it together. So if the result of all of that is not nil, it'll call company, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's basically what's going on.
So is there a way to condense this down?
Let's see. So he's talking about that. We have down here as well. Well, I don't know if there's a way to condense it down, but one of the things that we can do is instead of using try, we can use, I forget what term is used by the Rubyists on what this means, but let's see. So, you know, you've got some object and you do that try and then some method, some symbol for some method, right?
Yep.
You can actually, and so that try is a Rails thing. what you can do in the newer version of Ruby, which we're all using right now, you can say object ampersand dot and then method, your method name.
Ah, so you skip that try altogether.
So this is just pure Ruby,
Mhm.
and it's faster, definitely faster. In fact, that's why they came out with it, because the Ruby guys invented this because we
Mhm.
needed it. But then the Ruby says, we'll put it in the language so you don't have to do this try method, and we'll do it natively. And so that's one way to deal with that. So if you just change those to that kind of thing,
Yep.
at least it'll be faster. You'll still have some chained up stuff there, but who cares?
Let me do
As
that.
long as it works. Yeah, give it a shot.
Are you guys using Ruby 2.4 then?
Well, what are we? I think we're at, what are we at? Which project am I on right now? Let's see.
Because I know Ruby 2.4 came out, didn't it?
We're at 2.2.2.
Ah.
But it's modern enough to, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we at 2.4 officially now?
Yeah.
Okay, we probably should update at some point.
So what was that method again?
It's
there we go.
This. I think I have a decent. Let's see. Let me, thought I found a pretty good link that I saved somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, safe navigation operator is the name of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good description of how it works. Let me put that on the link there for us. On the chat, I mean. Take a look at that Stack Overflow link. It'll explain it. Safe navigation operator, the ampersand dot.
Oh, so in our case,
2.3. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. We can't use that.
Oh yeah, we're on 2.2.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Never mind. We don't want to upgrade to Ruby 2.3 right now just for that reason. Sorry about that.
That'd be a bit of work, wouldn't it, to upgrade the Ruby version?
It might be a bit.
Yeah.
We probably should go and do it, but you don't want to do this as part of your PR by any means.
No.
That's way too much scope creep there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's go back to.
Because what Rails version are we using? We're using Rails.
What are we? We're at
4.2.3. There's Rails 5 now as well.
Oh yeah, no, we've been at Rails 4.2.3 for a while there on the project. At some point, we really should go to Rails 5, but there's no compelling reason right now to do it.
Yeah.
Unless we want to use Action Cable
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of Pusher. But right now, we don't need to do that. Pusher's working well for us. So, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it type thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of a ugly thing to chain all these things together.
Yeah. Ah, the Elixir guys recommended a good React course as well. I can share that with you if you want as well.
Sure, that'd be great.
Let me send that to you now.
You know what I would do? I would just say in a comment response to Hugh, is just say, you know, I didn't put those try statements in there. Do you want me to try to deal with them, or should we put that off to another refactoring question or story?
Okay.
Yeah. If the user company, I assume that Actable exists and also the company. Yeah, that's true. So what he's saying is that, let's go back forward. So what he's saying is here we're checking if the user, Pet's user, which is basically the derived from the devise current user,
Yeah.
but it's basically an overlay on top of that. But anyway, if the pets user, and we have a user, otherwise we wouldn't be here, is a company person, then he was right. The company person will have an actable. It will respond to actable, and it will respond to company ID. So the question is, do we need this anymore? Do we need to make sure we're not calling a method on null, or can we just remove the tries? And I think we probably could. But try it and take a look at that and see if it works. You might as well go ahead and try to fix it then. If he's complaining about it, I think he's saying maybe you have an opportunity to do some limited refactoring while you're there.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Why not?
Which is a little bit of a surprise because you and I both kind of try to prevent scope creep from the PRs. But while you're there, why not? And then this one here. So here, pups user is not a company person. Else, if pets user, here we may have to keep these because we haven't established, just because the person is not a company person, we don't know that the user is an agency person.
Yeah.
So we still have to keep these tries here.
So I can give the first one a go. So I suppose if I just take out the try on the first one and just do company ID as current user, that should do it. But I'll give it a test anyway.
Yeah. Actually, on this one, on this line 14, Hinesh, so we're checking if the pets user responds to the method agency. Right. And then we have an and.
Yep.
But then we're doing the same exact check here, whether the pets user responds to agency. We will not execute this if this is false.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do this second check.
Okay.
Because we'll never call agency on pets user unless it responds to it, because we already got through this first step in the ended logic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can just keep it as and pets user dot is job developer. That's it, isn't it? And just take out that try completely.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Job developer and just pets user is all we need is the argument. Because of short circuit operation, if this fails, then we will not execute this.
Yeah.
And if this fails, then if we did execute this, then this would blow up because we're calling agency on a method that cannot, an object that cannot respond to that method. But that won't happen because we'll stop here, if that's the case.
Okay, now that makes sense.
You know, if A plus B, and B won't be executed if A fails, right? If you have an ANDing. Anyway, so there's that. Anything else that's confusing about what I said?
No, that's the only two. But that's fine. It makes more sense now.
Okay. And then
I'll actually read up on the try method. It seems quite interesting.
Yeah, especially since we have to use it because we're not the correct version of Ruby.
Yeah, exactly.
We should create. We need a story to upgrade our version of Ruby because we should catch up. If we're already at 2 major revs behind, that's not good.
Nah.
Yep. Okay, cool.
And then if we go to the tracker board.
Yeah.
So there's 3 stories there in progress, which is 521, 520, and 523, I think it is. We can merge them into one because we can do it as one story.
You have been doing them at one story?
No, I haven't started this yet, but we can actually do it as one because they all interconnect to each other.
Okay, so let's see what those are. So remove user edit icon button. Okay, so that's that little pencil icon that we need to remove. And if we remove that, we need to be able to have the user select edit my profile or something in the pull down list, right?
Yeah, which is in that story there, 520.
Which is this guy? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so those make sense to go together. And the user logout button. Why do you want to combine that there?
That's again under the drop down link under my profile, which is all going to be done in 520 again.
Okay. Don't you, this particular PR, what does it cover here? This
is the nav bar and the foot bar.
So doesn't the nav bar have the edit profile and the logout options?
Actually, that's a good shot. I could do it in that PR. Was actually right. Let me log in.
Because it would strike me that you, in order to complete this PR, you have to have links to logout as well as edit profile.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I can do it in this PR
If you
actually.
and if you do that, then I would suggest on this PR,
Mhm.
you just put links in to log out as well as edit the profile, but don't remove the logout link and don't remove the little pencil icon. I know they're duplicate, but leave them in place just to limit the scope of this PR.
Yep.
And then when you do these other PRs you mentioned, you can go ahead and remove the edit icon, and you can go ahead and remove the user logout button and combine
Okay.
all three of these together.
Yeah, if I do that, I'm trying to see where that pencil icon is actually.
Where that what?
A pencil icon is, because the only thing that's it's on the welcome homepage, isn't it?
It's usually on each person's homepage.
Yeah, got it.
Yep. And you click on that little icon. And I guess Laura would rather us do it with the profile, the pull down
The drop down, yeah.
option. Yep. Which makes
Okay.
sense.
If
She's
I
the expert.
do that, yeah, it makes more sense. If I do that part of this pull request, then that'd be easier.
Of the pull request you have outstanding right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could do two things. You could do this pull request has to have the pull down options, log out and edit profile.
Yeah.
You could just add the two pull down options, two options to the pull down menu, but leave in place the pencil icon and leave in place the existing logout.
That's a good chart actually. That might be easier.
That's what I would do here to limit the scope of this thing.
Yeah.
And then when you do the other bigger one, the 520, you go ahead and remove those because now you've already got the options in the main menu to execute those actions.
Yeah, because in this pull request, we got the users login anyway when they log in. So just put the drop down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, and Laura had I haven't stood up your PR yet and looked at it, to be honest. I haven't had a chance. But let's see, did Laura's, oh, you've already connected with Laura on this,
Yeah,
right? You said?
I've corrected this one already in the following pull commit after that.
Okay. Have you refreshed the GitHub repo, your feature branch?
My feature branch, yeah, I'll do a refresh on it.
If you would, because I will stand this up probably this afternoon and take a look at what it looks like now.
Yeah, because what I'll do them changes. I'll push it back on this branch, and then you can take a look, and if it's okay, it's good to go.
Yeah, why don't you message me on, or just put it in the general Slack channel. Just say, number 4, it is ready for re-review or something like that.
Okay, perfect. I'll do that now. I've got a bit of time anyway.
Okay, good.
But yeah, that's about it. I'm quite enjoying this one actually. It's quite a good project.
Yeah, it's good, and there's going to be more. As we progress through the current UI design, Laura only went a little bit into the app. Well, part of the way.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for these stories to get completed, and then she'll move through further into the app and deal with more pages. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll make it a little bit more modern. Looking thing.
So I like this project. I'm looking forward to Elixir one as well. That'd be an interesting project to work on.
Yeah.
Phoenix one.
Yeah, and I think working with Laura is a good opportunity as well. She actually makes her living from doing website design and development.
Yeah.
Not active. She's now moving into active because she's taken the new courses and she's learned Ruby on Rails. She knows CSS very well. She knows search engine optimization, which she works on with her clients.
Yeah.
So she's a really good person, and she knows UI design, UX as well. So I really enjoy working with her because I learn a lot just by watching what she does.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to learn from your peers. This one, like, you learn from everyone.
Absolutely, we all learn from everybody else, right?
Yeah. Just upskill yourself that way.
Yep, way it should be.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, good. I'm glad you're working on those. It looks like you're making great progress.
Just squeezing through. It's just my hours are limited because when I come home from work, it's like 7 o'clock. I have to be in bed by 10 again, so for work the next day. Yeah, always the case.
Well, I mean, I've already started to look at your PRs a little bit, and I've already run into stuff that where I'm saying stuff. What is he doing there? So that's where I know I'm going to have opportunities to learn.
Yeah.
By reviewing your PRs, and I apologize. I just haven't had a chance to get to those. In the meantime, what I've done is I've asked Laura to take the lead on reviewing the UI PRs.
Yeah.
Because that's her specialty, as we talked about.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'll definitely take a look at them as well.
Yeah, if she's got issues, just tell her to Slack me because I can look at it in evenings anyway. It's not a problem.
Yeah, no, she's been real good at that, and it's her design, so
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad she's doing the reviews as well.
Yeah, just to get a hang of it.
Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll crack on with that then.
All right, Hanesh, good talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Speak to you tomorrow.
Take care. Yep.
Yeah.
Bye now. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.